Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel where we do a daily crossword puzzle. Today we've got the Thursday New York Times puzzle from June 11, 2026. The constructor is Nikhil Bailey. Will Schwartz is the editor. I really enjoy the Thursday puzzles because they typically have a theme, sometimes a kind of a complicated theme, but not always. But there's no title to give us a hint, so we have to kind of figure it out. So it's a little bit extra. A little puzzle within a puzzle that I like to enjoy. One across is word before baked or naked. I think you can be half baked or half naked. One down, John of Top Gun Maverick, John Hamm, was in that. Two down, integral calculation. This is like from math, right? You might calculate the area using integral calculus or something. Three down, setups for some routers. In brief, routers might be used to create local area networks or LANs. 14 across, blank sea, the body of water that lost 90% of its volume to irrigation. That is the Aral Sea in Central Asia. 17 across, it might have many sides. A menu might have many side dishes on it. Four down, poker holding of four cards of the same suit. Is that a flush something? I don't know poker very well. 20 across, like photons, but not protons. Don't know what that is. 21 down, TV journalist Spencer. And 23 across is sarcastic laugh syllable. I'm thinking of Nelson's ha from The Simpsons. So it might be har, as in hearty, har, har. I'm not sure. We'll get some crossing letters for that. All right, 5 across, pinnacles. Peaks. Or acmes, or apes maybe. 15 across, not secured, loose. 18 across is yes, sir, to an ancient Roman. Ave Caesar, I don't know. 5 down, Clark Kent has one. I'm thinking maybe acmes is going to be an alter ego for what Clark Kent has. Thinking that P could also be an A. Let's take peaks out. 6 down, barnyard producers of 7 down, and 7 down is sounds produced by 6 down. Okay, so I think 7 down is the sound, so that will be moos, and moos are produced by cows. That does give us acmes for the pinnacles instead of peaks. 8 down, key next to a touch bar on some Mac laptops. Maybe escape. I think my escape is not near a touch bar. What is a touch bar? Is that like the touchpad? I don't know. 9 down, ocean, mist, sea, air, sea something. 18 across, yes, sir, to an ancient Roman. Okay, this must be a kind of pun. Two Caesars? Nope. 10 across is Thousand Blank, city that's part of Greater Los Angeles. I think there's a Thousand Oaks in California. 16 across, arm part. That might be ulna. 10 down is convex physical feature. And if we have U here, that might be an Audi kind of belly button, which would be convex as opposed to concave, as in any belly button would be. 11 down, EGOT winning composer Mencken. I think that's Alan. I think he wrote The Little Mermaid and some of those Disney musicals. 12 down, furrow as one's brow. To knit one's brow is to furrow it. 13 down, without, sans, French word for without, sometimes used in English. Ulna for the arm part. To captain, yes, sir, to an ancient Roman. No, it's I, captain. But if we wrote I in Roman numerals, it would be I, and then ancient Roman would read that as two, and he would say, to captain. Okay, so yeah, as I said, sometimes the theme can be a little bit involved. I think there's a couple leaps we have to make here, but that works. So then 19 down, Gillette Stadium team in the NFL to fans. Is that where the Patriots play? The Pats. Passes out. Faints. The Pats. I'm going to guess Gillette Stadium is where they play in Foxborough, I think. Yay or nay could be a vote. Sea fog, could be ocean mist. Okay, yeah, I tried to kiss her in the fog and missed. 25 across, sailor's bearings to an ancient Roman. Okay, so our theme is going to be deliberate mispronunciations of Roman numerals. Sailor's bearings are sea legs. So, right? I think. So I don't know what the beginning is going to be. Like photons, but not protons. Are photons massless, maybe? 21 down, TV journalist Spencer. Lisa fits with the letters we have. Well, or Laura, or something. I kind of like Har. I like a flush for the beginning of 4 down for the poker hand. Is it Lacey, or... I don't know the journalist's name, and I don't know the beginning of 25 across. But anyway, that is the top third or quarter of the puzzle done. 25 down, traffic jam. Cacophony would be a traffic jam of horns or honks. 26 down, barely winning, say. Not sure. 27 down, word on either side of say. Blank, say blank. Don't say don't. No, no. 43 across, met someone. Met, with that question mark, maybe Met is the Metropolitan Opera. An opera would fit with the O we have. Maybe an opera goer is someone you might see at the Met. A Met someone. 35 across, Milky Way, explosion. That might be a nova in the Milky Way galaxy. That might give us honks instead of horns for the traffic jam cacophony. But I like nova is the beginning there. Barely winning. Up 1. Had the answer, knew. 27 across, never say never. And to be in Iberia ser is the infinitive for one of the ways to say ubi, to be in Spanish. Knew, had the answer, okay. This must be flush draw. I've never heard of a flush draw. I don't know that poker hand, but I'm going to guess that that is right. And Hund sea legs doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, no, we're going again. It is sea legs, but C is the letter C. And of course, to an ancient Roman, that C would represent the number 100. So 100 legs for the sailor's bearings. All right, again, trying to figure out the theme. Couple of steps to get there. And that gives us Laura Spencer as a plausible name for 21 down. 28 down is people one might meet at a drive. At a golfing drive? Is it something to do with golf? Or a fun drive? Donors would be at a fun drive. Okay. 29 down, bounded, leapt. 36 across, live, on air. 24 down, truth. Verity is a word for truth that fits there. I haven't seen that used in the puzzle very often. 40 across, your mind's eye. Your mind's eye. So what is the phrase there? Your optical something. I don't know. 30 across, flu fighting organization. Food and Drug Administration or Centers for Disease Control, maybe. 34 across, begone. Try shoe for that. 38 across, many a commencement speaker, in brief. Graduates usually speak at commencement, maybe. Your mind's eye. 37 down, most perilous. It's going to end in EST. Maybe riskiest. The most perilous, the most dangerous, the biggest odds against. 41 down, country that forms a tri-point border with Niger and Nigeria. I think that is Chad, if I remember the map of the Sahel region. 34 down, bargain hunters targets, steals or something like that. 30 down, Olympic snowboarder, Kim. I did watch a lot of the Olympics, the Winter Olympics this year, but I don't remember Kim snowboarder. 31 down, reservations. Not sure. 32 down, shows up. Comes. 43 across, certain Microsoft Office files to an ancient Roman. Would it be 40? Yeah, XL in Roman numerals is 40. So, and then we get, so these are XL sheets or 40 sheets if we are pronouncing the XL as a Roman numeral. Bargain hunters, targets. Reservations. Reservations could be misgivings about something. So I want it to end in an S. Maybe it's not Excel sheets. Maybe something else. All right. Any commencement speaker in your mind's eye. I will come back to this section. 46 across Cobra Blank, Netflix series. Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid spinoff. Okay, 45 across destination for 2025's Escapade. Satellites. Space. Where else would a satellite go? I don't know. 47 across, chicken. No, 55 across, prestigious group of schools. To an ancient Roman. That's probably the Ivy League, or a Roman would pronounce that IV as four, the Four League. And I've heard somewhere that in addition to Ivy League, because those were Ivy-covered schools, but originally there were 4 schools in the Ivy League. I've heard that somewhere. I don't know if that's true. 58 across, a wine with an accent, or a flower without one. Rosé and rose. Okay, yeah, a rosé with an accent is a wine, and rosé without the flower, rose is a flower. Rosé without the accent is a flower. 61 across, lyrical works. I think that is odes, as an ode to a skylark. Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Can you tell me where my love might be? I think 47 down, hairstyle sported by painter Bob Ross is an afro. He of the happy little trees. There is no love sincerer than the love of blank, a quote from George Bernard Shaw. It's going to be either food or good. Both different meanings there. 49 down, a villainous ploy. Let's try a ruse for that. 45 down, stable females are probably mares. 43 down, fall short. To fail, maybe. 44 down, test of will. I'm not sure. Maybe these are satellites going to Mars? Are we going to put them in orbit around Mars? Okay, I don't know. Not familiar with that project. The Escapade project, I guess. Chicken, afraid. So George Bernard Shaw was more concerned about food here. No love sincerer than the love of food. Not talking about good as a moral absolute. Okay, so what is test of will? An ordeal? Could be a test of your will. 59 across, farm measures. We'll try acres there. 62 across, bare amount. The bare minimum would be the least you can do. 56 down, esteemed fighter pilot is an ace. 50 down, eastern city with a famous mausoleum. That is Agra, where the Taj Mahal is found. 51 down, prompts are cues. Something you might keep tabs on. Acid, this is LSD here, tabs of LSD. Acid what? What is the Roman numeral going in there? I don't know. 57 across, lack of friction. We have no friction here. We have smoothness. No, 60 across, genetic communicator for sure. Would that be a gene? 63 across, gym units. You might do reps in the gym or sets, maybe. Bargain hunter targets. Yeah, let's try sets, and that gives us an S for the ending of bargain hunters targets. So I'm not sure what it is. 52 down, like blue lobsters. Are they maybe rare? Take out Jane. Change reps to sets. 53 down, that blank funny. That isn't funny. 54 down, mushy side dish with fish and chips. They have mushy peas with their fish and chips in England. So acid trip. Okay, no Roman numeral here. Yeah, I was just because it's kind of in the place where you might see that last themed clue. But yeah, there's nothing about to an ancient Roman here. So It's just acid trip. You might keep tabs as you're taking a drug trip, I guess. Lack of friction, ease. Genetic, oh, maybe that's messenger RNA, mRNA. Then sale items for the bargain hunter's target. Your mind's eye. Optic. What? Reservations. Okay, I think I might be missing something here. Let me take out shoe. Let me take out comes. Flu fighting organization. So yeah, Centers for Disease Control. They do flu vaccinations and that sort of thing. Begone. Scat. Like comes. Kim, what? An alumnus might speak at a graduation ceremony. We'll put comes back in. We'll put shoe back in. Reservations is doubt. Okay, reservations kind of a collective noun, and doubt also a collective noun. Optic. What? Chloe, Kim, kind of rings a bell. Optic lobe. Again, I'm thinking this is going to be a Roman numeral clue. I don't know why I think anything with a question mark is part of the theme. That's not true. Optic lobe. That must be where you resolve pictures in your brain or something. Sale item fits, and L will finish the puzzle. All right, 1638 for a Thursday puzzle took me a little bit longer than it should have because I kept looking for themed answers where there was no indication that there was a themed answer there. All the themed answers had to an ancient Roman in the clue, and we only had 4 of them. We were able to get them all. We changed the Roman numeral II to 2, C to 100, XL to 40, and IV to league. Okay, that was a good puzzle. I like that theme. That's a little bit clever, and it is like multiple steps you have to think through, and I tend to look at those backwards. So I want to like put a Roman numeral into the answer rather than the phonetic pronunciation of what that Roman numeral is going to be. All right, a lot of crossword E's in here, not a lot. Afro shows up. Agra shows up so much that when I see blank GRA, I already was typing that A without even looking at the clue. mRNA, I've only seen a few times. What else? I think that's about it. I get the escape key is in there quite a bit. Verity, not a common word that I see a lot in crosswords. And this theme, as I commented, is kind of a little bit clever, kind of hard to figure out. All right, I enjoyed that puzzle. Hope you enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comments how you did with this one. And please come back to my channel for more puzzle and games. I'll see you next time.